Yet another area where people waste a lot of time is in decision making. We've all experienced scrolling through the list of movies for half an hour trying to choose something, and in the end, giving up on watching a movie altogether. But this can be much more than just the 10 minutes you spend staring at the menu at the restaurant. Having difficulty making decisions, or what is called analysis paralysis, can add 20 to 30% of time to all kinds of everyday activities, such as getting dressed, your 3 daily meals, grocery shopping, going out with friends, and so on. Not to mention the hours, weeks, and months that you can deliberate on big decisions, like which car to buy, which person to date, and so on. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Indeed, according to Barry Schwartz, author of a book called The Paradox of Choice, having too many choices can not only make the process of choosing miserable, it can also make us really unhappy with our final outcome. What's more than that, there is a real phenomenon called decision fatigue, which basically says that all of the small little decisions we make every day are like withdrawals from a pool of decision-making capacity we have. The more small choices we make, the less effective we will become at making big ones. Decision fatigue also causes a phenomenon called ego depletion, which wears down our willpower, making us more likely to do things like eat unhealthy foods, engage in dishonest behavior, or cut corners on important tasks. This is the precise reason why people who have to make a lot of decisions, such as Steve Jobs or Barack Obama, have specified outfits that they wear depending on the day of the week, or in Steve's case, the same thing every single day. It's also the reason that Barack Obama is one of the only presidents in American history to never make a request of the White House kitchen. He's told them to surprise him every single day. Decision fatigue can certainly cost us a lot of time in and of itself, but it also raises an important question. Would you rather spend twice as much time, pick the perfect option, and ultimately be only 60% happy with the outcome? Or would you prefer to spend half as much time, choose the second or third option, but be 100% happy with your choice? In some sense, ignorance is bliss when it comes to decision making. There are a few ways to avoid analysis paralysis, time wasting, decision fatigue, and ego depletion. One of them is to engineer automatic decision-making rules based on external conditions. For example, I have 3 simple rules when I sit down to a restaurant. First, I ask the waitress what the best or most unique dish in the house is. If that meets my dietary guidelines, I'll order that before even looking at the menu. Second, if the waitress isn't available or I don't like her recommendation, I'll look for one of 2 things that I particularly like. For example, if a restaurant has salade niçoise, I will automatically order it without checking the rest of the menu. If they don't, I'll look for a grilled fillet of salmon and order that. When I sit down at an Indian restaurant, I almost always order chicken tikka masala and palak paneer. If I'm at a Chinese restaurant, it's usually just broccoli beef and orange chicken with chicken lo mein. This might sound crazy to always eat the same thing wherever I go, but it saves a lot of hassle. And in reality, these are the dishes that I really enjoy. So unless I'm at a special restaurant known for a special dish, why waste my energy and risk getting a dish I don't love? When I order wine, I use a pairing system that I've memorized based on what dish I'm ordering. And then I ask the waitress or sommelier to choose a bottle of that specific type of wine based on my price range. I let them make the decision. These types of rules can apply to all different kinds of conditions. You may not want to become so robotic as to plan out an outfit each day. But what about choosing your shirts in the random order in which they're stacked in your closet, and then having a matched pair of pants that goes with each one? Effectively, you've chosen a matching outfit without making a single decision or wasting any time. Or how about setting 1 or 2 nights a week where you don't have to think about what to cook or eat? Mondays are usually pretty stressful, so why not make every Monday fajita night? The next strategy is maybe a little bit morally questionable, but it's basically to offload decisions onto other people. Now, I don't always do this, but if I'm having a pretty busy and stressful week where I need my full mental capacity, I'm definitely guilty of it. When I travel with friends who don't have my similar optimization mentality, I tell them at the beginning of the trip that I'm happy to go wherever they want to go, eat wherever they want to eat, and do whatever they want to do. I'm on vacation, so why should I make any choices and waste time with debate? When I go out to dinner with friends, I play the nice, flexible guy and ask them to recommend a favorite restaurant in their area that's convenient for them. When choosing a movie to watch, well, you get the idea. It's important to note that I don't reply with, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like that famous scene from the Jungle Book. Instead, I ask for a recommendation and let the other person understand that I want them to be happy with the outcome, above all. Why don't you pick somewhere you like? Or how about you choose a movie you've been meaning to see? If other people don't know about the paradox of choice, and the outcomes are more important to them than being happy with the choice, it's a great opportunity for you to skip making a decision and having a discussion about it. And you look like a friendly, easygoing person. Besides, everyone loves spending time with people who go with the flow and put other people's preferences first, even if they don't fully understand why. The last, and possibly most important strategy for optimizing decision making is to limit your choices. It's very easy when you're looking for a solution to research 10 or more solutions, but in fact, you should really limit decisions to 3 to 5 options right off the bat. The more possible variables and options you throw in, the more unhappy you'll be and the more time you'll waste. For this reason, you can use different strategies, such as only looking at the specials menu, only scrolling through one page of movies, or only purchasing a category of products from one specific brand. For example, I've decided that I only shop at Under Armour for my workout clothes. And even there are too many choices. So I usually only shop in the specials section of their website. If I were to also shop at Reebok, Nike, Adidas, and Puma, I would add too many extra options that make the process way too difficult. So while sometimes people at the gym tease me for having Under Armour head to toe, I'm saving a lot of time and decision fatigue by just purchasing whatever is available at the Under Armour store when I need new gear. And I'm always happy with my decisions because I don't know what kinds of new stuff I'm missing out on from Nike. I don't really need to know either. It's workout gear. By carefully addressing and limiting the amount of decision making and deliberation we have to do, we can not only save time, but save a lot of mental energy and capacity, which has pretty awesome effects on our performance and efficiency in other aspects of our life. Give this a try and check out the TED Talk and the book on the paradox of choice in the supplemental materials.